My name is Fugazi and I'm also a guy. Before we get into this is all spoiler-free shit that I'm going to show you guys. Nothing too crazy, very early game stuff, so yeah, let's get it on. Resident Evil 8 is a direct sequel to Resident Evil 7 and takes place a few years after the events of 7. Ethan and Mia have a daughter, Rose. They were relocated to Romania, I think it is. Chris Redfield helped them out. He gave them like military training and stuff in case shit ever pops off. For some reason, Ethan tries to put his hand in soup and then Mia tries to burn him with a ladle because she's like kind of a bitch in this game. Not even gonna lie, she's a little snarky, but you'll see why. You know, I don't want to say nothing. You know, you gotta play the game. So they're all happy, family life. Then shit gets super fucked, and Chris Redfield shows up, and he like moves the table with one arm and like one swipe, and it's fucking crazy because that table had to be heavy, and you can't really like move your arm like one swipe a table like that in real life. It's fucking crazy. Like that dude's fucking ripped, you know. So he like takes the daughter, Rose, and you gotta go find him and shit, and it's just fucked. So yeah, like the whole story is basically you're just trying to find your daughter. That's like the general consensus of it. So the actual village in Resident Evil Village acts almost like as a central hub of the game. You know, you're gonna be doing a lot of backtracking through that. So the village basically leads to like 4 different areas of the game with the 4 different bosses to get to the main boss. And each area has its own vibe to it. Like I'll just explain the first one, the one that's really not like everyone's seen it. The vampire chick, I don't know really how to say her name, Domitrescu, where the fuck her name is. She's hot. Big ass titties. So she's basically a vampire, lives in a castle, and her whole vibe with her daughters, that's so sick. Like they chase you around, all this cool stuff, and I thought it was probably one of the best parts of the game. 2 of the areas are kind of meh. The one with the puppet, I like that one, but at the same time I wanted more. I wanted to see more of the character, like the actual puppet master person. I kind of wish there was a little bit more there, but it's alright. You know, it was still fun. I still enjoyed it. I liked all the areas. But I felt like they could have did a little bit more with her shit. You know, she's interesting, so I wanted to, you know, see more of her character. So just personally speaking, I like 7 a little bit more than 8. I feel like 7's like more of a true horror game. You know, you have to kind of like survive and struggle. You don't have a lot of ammo. And 8's kind of like the opposite of that. I mean, it does have some horror elements to it, but I feel like it's mainly like a run and gun shooter game, to be honest with you. You're always going to be shooting mad Lycans all the time. I never really had a problem with ammo at all. I played on the normal difficulty, but I've heard if you play on the higher one, you know, you have less, but I haven't tried that yet. But I don't know, just speaking as, you know, personal preference, I like the whole, like, horror vibe of those games and, like, how, you know, you have to struggle. Like, every shot fucking counts. They gave you a lot of fucking ammo in this game, and you can make it, too. So it's just, like, I was fucking busting the whole game. So from a gameplay standpoint, it plays pretty much the same as 7, but a lot smoother. The gunplay is really good in this game. There's a lot of weapons you can use, or a good amount, and you can find parts for them to upgrade them and stuff, and then you could use this guy, the merchant. He's fatter than fuck, but it's cool, because we don't judge. You can use him to upgrade your weapons using money in the game, and then you could also buy equipment from him, like you buy potions or whatever it's called, health shit. You buy ammo from him. You can upgrade your storage through him. He does a lot, you know. You can trade stuff, you know, sell stuff. Basically all the shit that merchants do in every single game. I kind of wish they had more enemy types in this game. You have like your standard Lycan, you'll see a lot, and then like a few other ones that you'll see, but besides that, you know, it's always like the same enemy over and over again. You could also craft stuff in this game. You can craft health for yourself and ammo. Yeah, like I said before, I never ran out of ammo ever, and I always had health on me too, so it was kind of rare that I ever run out of stuff. So I played this game on PC, and I have to say this game is gorgeous. There was so many times where I had to stop and just look at the scenery and take it in, and I was like, damn, this shit looks good as a bitch. You know, the first time you see the village itself, it just takes your breath away almost. Not to sound corny, but you're like, damn, that shit looks amazing. The monsters have a lot of detail in them. It's just overall like beautiful game. One thing that kind of bugged me, and I'm not sure if it was a problem on my end, but I would get massive frame rate drops, like insane frame rate drops. Like once it started happening, and it would happen at random too, like nothing was going on, I'm just walking. And once it started happening, it wouldn't go away until I restarted the game or like fucking loaded my save. It was super annoying, but I'm not sure if that was a problem on my end, so I'm not gonna knock the game for that. Unless people have had other issues with that, you know, let me know in the comments, because it was fucking irritating. But I'm not going to knock the game for that, you know, it could just be me. So in a nutshell, I'd recommend this game. If you've never played Resident Evil before, or if you're a fan of the series and haven't played this yet, definitely play it. It's a lot of fun. The story's about 8 hours long, I think, 8 or 9, depending, you know, some people play different, you play slower, I think maybe 12. If you want to get like the collectibles and like the weapon parts and stuff like that. The game definitely has a cool ending, and I'm not going to spoil it, but it definitely, I could see them making another one in the future, possibly. Yeah, so that's it for me. I tend to try and keep these reviews shorter. Do you really want to watch me fucking talk 10 minutes about a game? I don't know. You guys let me know. Let me know about your experiences with this game if you've played it before, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.